to finish strong with an MVP. Taking their places will be Peyton Watson along with Jalen P. Justin Van Dyne, umpire C.J. Washington. And here we go with the Wolves. Thrown away by Edwards. Steal by Denver. And here comes Jokic, who is having an incredible season. Pickett a screen. Jokic a three.
And probably, statistically speaking, having the most impressive season our game has ever seen as he's able to shoot. He's shooting over 41% from three to go along with everything else he's doing at a high level.
Brings it up as a guard, takes the three. Here is Gordon doing the same exact thing. Brought it up.
And the offense isn't an issue. Can we get in a defensive identity? And here to start, a good job with deflections. They've had three already to start here, showing a lot of activity defensively.
Randall takes it inside and scores first back games for him, averaging 19 a game for the Wolves. On top, Jalen Pickett, who's a rookie. And Jokic got the screen into Gobert.
Can Gobert guard him well enough to not break down your defense, right? Because his passing is what can kill you more than anything. Another turnover here by the Denver.
Against this team.
How about those last two wins this season by Minnesota? Between offensive rebound points and points off turnovers, over 40 a game. That is just not a recipe for success if you're Denver.
Jokic working
this season as well.
Edwards taking a three, and he's the second leading three-point shot man in the NBA in terms of makes. Here comes Gordon, still getting his footing, and works hard down that base.
A great compliment to Jokic.
Randall trying to take it inside. Jokic is there. It was tipped on the play by Watson. Now here comes the rookie Pickett. Cutting, driving, slamming. What a play!
Won in 2023. Minnesota, of course, won last year. When you look at what Anthony Edwards does against this Denver Nuggets team this year, he's averaging over 30 points, over 6 assists, and shooting 50% from the field and 44 from behind the arc.
What a block by Pickett inside. And they go the other way, and Gordon has it. He's working on Randall. Denver has gotten 7 from Gordon, 5 from Jokic, and they're a perfect 6 of 6 to start the game. Conley down low. Pickett will chase on the wing. Randall inside Gobert. Like Jermaine, but he is basically a rookie in feel because of his limited time. And Michaels,
you know, he's one of those guys not going to make a lot of mistakes, can shoot the three ball. That's going to be the first miss here by the Nuggets. But yeah, they've gotten great play here to start this game from that starting five.
On the fly, off the glass, McDaniels, and picked up by Gordon. Pickett is underneath, but driving inside is Peyton Watson.
Backboard, which has been an issue against the Timberwolves for the Nuggets, and then getting out in transition.
It's Conley for three, and he has been knocking those down with regularity, but he's short there. And Jokic the other way, the third leading scorer going inside. Brown wasn't there, pass a little low, Edwards the other way. The stutter step in traffic, he'll put up one, and it pitches. We're talking about this earlier. They know, and the tip-in try by Gobert and a rebound by Jokic. Minnesota really gets up for these games. Brown got it.
Most about him, Kevin, is that he is a winner. And I spoke with Christian before the game, and I asked him to detail that. He said he won 3 state championships in high school. Of course, he won the national championship at Kansas. He said potentially we could have won 2. He counted that COVID year as a potential another championship. And I asked him why. He said it's because he makes good decisions. He makes sure he surrounds himself around the right people.
And their numbers aren't very good.
No, they've been, listen, that's probably why they're nowhere near the 1 seed right now. It's been the
battles between these teams in the playoffs. Jokic will put up a 3. Wolves beat this team in the playoffs. Conley, a runner, overshoots it all. I think he was throwing an alley-oop up there. Watson, and up it goes. Gordon will slam.
The Nuggets will carve you up, and that's what they're doing here to start.
Edwards hard to the rack, hits the deck. Brown's got the ball. Nuggets at home, 25-12.
For on both sides of the ball.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker's checked in for the Wolves. He's got the ball right now. At the screen, Jalen Clark. And they go inside, and Clark gets two.
And Clark is also a young man, brings a great level of physicality to the game. Terrific intensity. This entire Timberwolves team, I think that's one of their differences. They do play with more of an edge and a little more physicality than we saw from last year's unit.
Boy, in with authority. Watson will charge. Brown's got the offensive rebound. One to fire. Gordon will get it off. It's a shot clock violation. Detroit Sunday by 19 after trailing by 16 in the game. And a beautiful shot out, only 26%, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, they're going to need his shooting, especially here tonight, being shorthanded.
Brown, three.
Physical as I've seen.
Westbrook and back to Nikola for three. Hits a second one tonight.
Yeah, withdrawing two and then kicking it out, and with Gobert, he's not going to have the fleet of foot to be able to rotate back out.
As they're trying to work their way back. Big one with the Golden State Warriors taking on the Lakers. Jokic, Westbrook, the faking of the three, kicking on the wing, back into Brown, shot clock at 5. 4 to play in the first. Jokic, he's second in assists. He's second.
It's hard to fathom it in the MVPs. To come back this
better. He's worked on that. Asked Michael Malone before the game as he was going down the roster. He said Jokic, he has watched his three-point shooting evolve. Jokic said, how can I get better? Can I shoot threes? And Malone said yes. Edwards triple as he puts it. Three-point shots made. It's Westbrook. 3.5 in the first. Jokic met by Gobert, who is fouled. Jokic, an 80% free throw shooter. Make every
field, 40% from behind the arc and 80% from the free throw line. The first to do it was Chris Mullin.
Isn't that amazing? 55, 40, and 80. Just for a guy that position, Randall will take it in. Edwards outside. He'll put up a three. It's a rebound for Alexander Walker. He'll put up a three. Jokic the close. Rebound, Christian Brown. He's got 4 already.
And the thing that's so incredible about those Jokic numbers, he's a center.
Yes.
You know, generally those are things that wing players, perimeter players do.
Jokic, couple of early fouls. And Jokic has the last 9 Nugget points.
Yeah, and listen, we talked about it offensively. They are a juggernaut. But this is where they have been making a difference in this one.
Watson again knocks it away. Randall an open 3. He knocks it down. Josh Minot is checked in for the Wolves. And again, the Wolves tonight without DiVincenzo and Naz Reid suspended for a game. Watson down low. On top, Najee is in. Zeke, Pickett back in. 3. Westbrook, no. And the rebound gobbled up by Randall, the former Knick and Pelican and Laker. The ball rotation, and in the corner, it's a 3 by...
All of a sudden now, the Timberwolves starting to find a rhythm offensively.
Well, they don't blink, and they know this team well, and vice versa. Westbrook, Jokic from 15, fouled, telling us that it really is our first and second quarter defense, which has not been great. Second half, we have tightened the screws a little bit. Well, they're holding Minnesota to 33% in this first half.
Yeah, only 21
so far.
Only 21 points here in this first quarter, so they have done what they wanted to defensively.
Edwards, the bump into Watson, the feed inside, caught by McDaniels there to clean the glass. The other way for the Wolves, cross-court Randall into Jokic, trailing Edwards. Nice ball rotation, Randall outside for 3.